Once in a year, my love, there are 13. I do not lie, but the sweetest month in all the year is the month one does not die. 'Twas one fine day in a time long past, when the sheriff and his men in the forest dark had lost their way, with a fair maid Mary Ann. With a fair maid Mary Ann.
Oh, isn't this charming? I do adore the forest so. Isn't it beautiful? It makes me itch. Let's have our lunch right here.
It's much too late for lunch, milady, and we shouldn't stray so distant from the horses and the baggage.
Sheriff, I will not consume my lunch while horses perform body functions in close proximity to my potato salad.
But we mustn't stop, milady, seeing as how we may not exactly know for certain that where we think we are is not in fact the place we ought to be.
Does that mean we're lost?
Lost? Oh, no, milady, we're not lost. Lost, are we not? Oh, no. Us? Lost? We? Lost?
I take it that means yes?
Do not fear, milady, for I never in my life was lost.
Then where exactly are we?
Same place we was half an hour ago. In fact, we've been here several times today.
You mean we've been going round in circles?
No, sir, we simply just been coming back to the same location.
I tell you, this be not a safe place to stop in.
If you don't know where we are, how do you know if it's safe or not? Are there bears? I'm deathly afraid of bears.
Bears? Easy, Gilly. Me Uncle Dob was at by a bear in the wood. It was a tragical thing, let me tell you.
There are no bears in these parts. Wolves, maybe.
Wolves?
Easy, Gilly, there ain't no wolves.
It isn't bears or wolves we need to fret about. It's outlaws.
Surely no outlaws in the world would be foolish enough to attack the Sheriff of Nottingham, Constable Watt, and Prince John's finest soldiery.
Where?
I think she means us, Gil. Oh, it's true, milady. We mustn't hang about in these parts for too long, or we'd be hanging out indefinitely, like hams from trees, or the robbers will jump out of the bushes and scare you, and cut your throat from one ear to the other like a sack of wheat.
Be still, Watt. You're alarming the ladies.
I'm not a bit alarmed. I'm supremely confident that you and your men can protect us from outlaws, bears, panthers, crocodiles, or anything else that may be in the wildwood. Perhaps there are crocodiles and bears. We should go on.
There are no bears.
There might be bears.
Milady, I swore to Prince John I'd get you safely back to Nottingham by sunset. It's lunacy to stay in these parts after dark. For here, the outlaw Robin Hood does lurk, a bloodthirsty murderer with many desperate men.
My papa says if you're lost in the woods, just stay put, and someone will come along and find you. Hug a tree.
Your father hugs trees? That's awfully strange.
Pull yourself together, woman!
Don't be cross with her, she's upset. She's a dirty peasant woman, milady. You don't want to be touching her. Oh, rot. What's the matter, dear? Have you had a fright? Have you fallen on bad times?
And on me arse! Oh, Missy, I've been so frightened.
Is it bears?
It's outlaws, Missy. They ravished me, and ravished me again, and ravished me once again. Oh, I've been ravished so many times, I lost the count.
These be desperate outlaws indeed.
Just whereabouts are these outlaws?
Oh, they ravished me upside one side of the glen, and downside the other side of the glen. Oh, it was terrible to see. It was that awful Robin Hood.
I thought it was going to be a poor day.
You're certain it was Robin Hood?
Carved his initials on me backside. Do you want to see?
He's still close by then.
Oh, sir, he's nearer than you think. I can barely hold me water. You do that to me, sir. Please, please.
Pull yourself together, woman! Get this filthy woman off me! Down one head!
Now here, missus, let the sheriff go. We'll protect you from the outlaws.
Take your hands off that woman, Sheriff. She's too good for you.
Oh, my God, we're in for it now.
Silence, you ninny! I see Will Scarlet and Little John and all the rest of you. But where is that coward Robin Hood? Does he not dare show his face near the Sheriff of Nottingham?
Yes, you sweetie.
I've nearly been ravished by you.
What a fearsome group. Look at him go. Lady, your escort seems to have left without you. Oh, don't hurt her, sir. She's but an innocent young maiden. At least that's what she tells me. And I, for one, believe her. If you must ravish someone, let it be me. Do I have to, Robin?
If you mean to do us harm, I warn you, my father is a rich and powerful noble.
Ooh, is he? And just how much money has your noble father got?
I can't discuss my father's finances with a murderer in the forest.
Then don't bring it up in the first place. What are you doing out here anyway?
I'm on my way to Nottingham to marry Prince John.
Is that what he told you?
Is that what he told me? Why are we laughing?
I don't want to disillusion you, but Prince John is not the most trustworthy fellow in the world at this.
Don't come near me or I'll kill myself.
And just how will you do that?
I'll stab myself with my...
Nope, I got your brooch right here, miss.
Give me that back, you savage!
Now, behave yourself. I can't very well let you have sharp objects if you're going to impale yourself upon them. Now can I? This handsome devil with your savage is Will Scarlet. Watch out for him.
I am charmed beyond reason.
And this bluff fellow here, Will Stutely.
At your service, miss.
And that's Little John. Pleased to know you. And that's our minstrel, Alan Adair.
I can write a song for you, miss, if you'd like.
And that distinguished-looking gentleman, grazing on the remains of your picnic, is Friar Tuck.
God bless you, my child.
And I am Robin Hood, the bloodthirsty savage. And you are Maid Marian Rose, daughter to Sir Stephen of Trent, and her companion Quickly. See, even out here in the forest, we know a thing or two. Now, just what we've got to ponder is what us outlaws are going to do. What do you think, men? Shall we disembowel them?
I'd like to kiss her first.
I don't think she wants to be kissed. At least not yet.
I demand that you release us immediately!
Now, I can't very well let you loose him in the middle of Sherwood Forest. The sheriff himself was lost, and he spends a great deal of time lurking around in these parts. How do you expect to find your way home?
We'll risk it.
Yes, but I won't. They'll say I've murdered you. And I prefer being guilty of what I'm accused of. Now, we could sell you to the Welsh. Yeah. No, I like the Welsh. Hey! We could feed you to Friar Tuck.
Sorry, gave up cannibalism for Lent.
That's out then. I suppose we'll just have to take you back to camp until we can find a convenient way of disposing of you.
I refuse categorically to move from this spot.
That spot right there?
Absolutely.
Little John, you take that one, I'll take this one myself.
Lord, do I hate this. Poor Robin. It's like carrying a horse to church.
So who's next?
I'll go. Just keep your hands off of me. Lady Quickly, are you all right? I'm attempting to faint, milady. But it's difficult with all the excitement.
Come on, lads. Gather the horses, get the rest of the baggage. Come on. Hop, hop.
She's a feisty one, ain't she, Robin? I like 'em spirited like that. Don't you?
A fair maid is the devil's playground, boys. You keep that in mind.
I'll try, but I'll fail.
What do you hear in the wood, my love? What makes your face so worn with care? I saw my love all dressed in white. I heard the leaves a-whispering there that death is a song so sweet, my love, that death is a song so sweet.
He's going to hurt himself, you know.
I know, but it amuses Mother to watch him fail.
I don't think she's amused. I think she's dead. She hasn't moved since Thursday.
I shall frolic upon your grave, you deceased dreading cow.
Be nice, Mother.
The day grows more boring by the hour. Tell him to astonish me.
Come on, Yorick. The new wench is late. Mother's getting bored, so something funny. Yorick! Yorick!
He's fell asleep again. How does he do that? Right in the middle of it.
Wake up, you idiot! Do something funny right now, or Mother shall be very cross with you. Won't you, Mother? Funny. You know, jokes. You remember jokes.
Jokes? So, go make the queen some hot toddy. Go on.
Yes, Mom, thank you, Mom.
Get up! Or we'll ship you back to Denmark.
A jest. Oh, yes, a jest. This one be a genuine loin slapper. You see, a certain fellow doth pursue an afternoon in the tavern, where he cometh upon quaff sack, and in the mood to have much merry jest, he manfully leapeth upon a table.
He never could do that.
Oh, fear not, it's quite all right.
We should have this man put to sleep.
Your Majesty, sir?
Don't bother me. I'm attempting to amuse myself.
Sire, I think you may want to know this.
Come on, Yorick. Come on. Get up. Attaboy. Upsy daisy. Good dog.
Sire, please.
All right, all right. But I'm warning you. This had better be good news.
Well, it is rather good news. Partly, that is the escort from Maid Marian has made it safely across the forest and has arrived at the castle. I led it personally.
That is good news. Excellent, Sheriff. Where is the wench? When can I see her?
Well, that, sire, is part of the news, which is perhaps not quite so good.
What? Is this bad news? Have you brought me bad news?
Well, not exactly bad news, sire.
Doesn't she want to see me?
Oh, I'm sure she'd love to see you. It's just that you can't see her quite yet.
Yes, I can. I am the prince. I run the realm. I rule the roost. I am the chief goose of the gaggle. I can see her anytime I want to.
Except when she isn't here.
Well, of course I can't see her when she isn't here. I'm not the Holy Ghost. That's why I want you to bring her in here so I can see her.
And that's why you can't see her, sire.
What have you brought me? An invisible woman?
No, sire.
Then why can't I see her?
Because she isn't here.
I know she isn't here. That's why I can't see her.
Exactly.
Got the hiccups again. I knew it was coming.
Listen to me, Sheriff. Did the escort reach the castle safely, or didn't it?
Yes, sir, it did.
Then why can't I see Maid Marian?
Because while the escort did in fact reach the castle safely, Maid Marian did not.
What did you do? Forget her?
She was captured, sire, by Robin Hood and his men.
Robin Hood? Captured by Robin Hood.
Good for him.
You let those filthy, disgusting outlaws drag off my new wench into the forest while you trailed safely back to Nottingham like a pack of rabbits? Is that an escort?
We felt someone to return to report it.
All of you? You let that sweet, innocent young wench in the slimy hands of a miserable, degraded bunch of murderers in the dark middle of the forest, and you come back here and tell me that you've got good news? Did you hear that, Mother? Wake up, Mother!
Leave her be. She's 104 years old.
Well, I mean, it could be worse, sire.
Worse? How could it be any worse?
She could have been eaten by a bear.
A bear? A bear? You are the stupidest person! Oh my God! You are the stupidest person I've ever met! All right, what is it? Oh. Hello? I do believe old York hath pulled thy royal croak. Bloody hell, what a day. Sheriff, I want every able-bodied person combing the forest for Maid Marian, and I want it posted. 20,000 pounds of the realm for the head of Robin Hood, dead or alive. Have you got that, Sheriff?
I've got it.
And order a new jester. This one's finally gone to Fool's Paradise. Have you got that, Sheriff?
Yes, sir.
And if I don't have Robin Hood's head on a platter by Tuesday next, I'll have yours instead.
I'd be delighted, sir.
And get rid of this body. Stop that blubbering!
Yes, sir.
Not you! Her! Stop that! Wake up, you foul, lecherous old gorgon!
What? Who? What is it?
I said, wake up, Mommy. It's time for your nap.
You're a very tense person, you know that?
Tense? Me? Tense? Will you people watch where you're going? Doesn't anyone teach you people how to walk?
You big bully.
Cretans. I am surrounded by Cretans.
Now that is funny.
trees the lady sits alone and bruised. I wish you were in the wildwood deep. I wish you were in the sea. I wish you were in the bottom of hell and far away from me, and far away from me.
You got a problem with the young lady, Robin?
What now?
She won't eat nothing. Not a bit. It ain't that I'm offended exactly. I mean, taste is taste, and I ain't fit to Francis study cooking. I'm just scared she'll expire on us. Ladies is fragile.
She don't look too fragile to me, Johnny. That there's one powerful, stubborn woman.
Just get her to eat something, Robin. We're worried about her. All right, I'll give it a try.
Watch out, Robin. Dangerous woman, that.
I'll be careful. Dinner is served, my lady. Not hungry this evening? Too ill to speak? My men are worried about you. They are, I swear.
I am not ill. I do not converse with outlaws.
Oh, sorry.
What have you done with Lady Quigley?
I haven't done anything with her. The last time I saw her, I believe she was having palpitations. Friar Tuck's looking after her.
Friar Tuck?
I believe she's feeling better.
That revolting man is not a friar.
He has many excellent qualities, one of which is the tolerance for the frailties of others, a virtue which you, for instance, seem a bit deficient in. And he is a friar, as far as I know. We're quite devout here, actually.
What do you worship? Trees?
Oh, I would not speak of the trees. That's here where they live. Our Lord was crucified upon a tree. And long before that, trees represented resurrection, eternal life, and knowledge. As in the trees of knowledge and wisdom in the Garden of Eden, a place which here much resembles. Friar Tuck says,
I do not dispute scripture with outlaws.
your supper is getting cold. Do you not eat that with outlaws either?
I do not eat food stolen from the mouths of honest people.
But my dear Mary, you've been eating food stolen from honest people's mouths all your life.
I am not your dear, and I have never done any such thing.
What does your father do for a living?
You know perfectly well what he does. He's a gentleman. He doesn't do anything. What I mean is,
He's a landlord.
we have peasants living and working on our land, yes.
Do you pay many visits to the people who live and work on your land?
We pass by quite often in our coach. They wave at us.
And just how many fingers do they hold up?
They look happy enough. Sometimes we stop.
But you wouldn't want to stop for too long. Not to get too close a look at them, would you?
Don't take that tone with me.
Pardon, Robin, but I have the inventory of what was taken from the sheriff's parties.
Good. What have we got?
A case of French wine for Prince John and some fresh peaches.
I think we can find some use for that.
A strong box containing 97 gold pieces, the rents from Doncaster.
We'll hold on to that too, for now.
Criminal. Thief. Hypocrite!
A shipment of pickles and herring for Adon at the Blue Boar Inn.
We'll deliver that tomorrow. Mind you keep Friar Tuck out of it.
Can we deliver it tonight, Robin? It's stinking up the whole camp.
It's clear tonight. Full moon.
We'd rather take the risk.
All right, what else?
A trunk containing many dresses and items of personal ladies' clothing of an intimate nature.
My clothes! If you dare lay just one finger upon my clothing you are bearing, I swear I will!
I'm sorry, miss. I haven't harmed them, but I must take the inventory.
Just keep your filthy hands out of my wardrobe.
I washed my hands before I ate my supper, miss. I hope you can say the same.
Cut the gowns up into squares.
Right out.
Into squares? Cut my gowns up into squares? You wouldn't dare.
Yes, I would.
You animals!
First you're surrounding the trees, and now the animals. You are in fact a kind of animal yourself, you know. The kind which has the power to choose what kind of animal she is. Though you abuse the gift.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not a jackal's fault he's a jackal. Well, he's got no choice. And so for him, there is some dignity in being simply what he is. But say if a landlord should do his business like a jackal, well, that's a different story.
You arrogant, contemptible, heartless, despicable!
You
retreat into hysteria.
Don't call me hysterical! I'm not hysterical! I'm furious!
Well, good. That's a start anyway.
Either release us or kill us, and be done with it. I will not stand by and watch my beautiful gowns cut up into squares purely out of spite.
Would you like to make a little trip with me tomorrow?
Certainly not.
Where? To your father's estate.
You're taking me home?
I might if you stop shrieking at me long enough to eat your supper.
I don't believe you. You're just trying to get me to shut up.
Yes, frankly, I would like you to shut up. I'd also like you to eat something, but I'm not lying. I'm attempting to strike a simple bargain, despite the fact I'd rather guess bargaining is another one of those numerous activities you do not engage in with outlaws.
If I agree to be quiet
And eat your supper.
and eat that loathsome mess there, yes, you swear you'll take me back to my father's estate tomorrow.
That's it.
How do I know I can trust you?
You don't, but if I'm lying, you'll find out soon enough. And then you can scream and never trust another outlaw again. All right?
I could be dead by tomorrow.
You might if you don't eat.
What if I refuse?
Then I'll hog-tie you, force-feed you, place a gag in your mouth, and stuff you in a potato sack for the night. I won't have anybody going hungry in my camp, nor will I have a furious woman howling my whereabouts to half the population of England. Now, are you going to be still and eat your supper or not?
What is this? It looks dreadful.
It's beans. They're quite good.
Do you eat beans? Aren't you poachers? Don't you eat venison?
Not often, no.
But they say you're the best archer in the land.
Oh, I am. Just to be perfectly honest, I don't really enjoy killing very much. Try to keep it quiet. It's back your business.
You didn't seem to mind killing the sheriff's men.
Did you see me kill anyone?
Well, no, not actually, but...
Did you see any of my men kill anyone?
No, but everyone knows that
I am not responsible for the exaggerations of a local romance.
Do you really expect me to believe that you've never killed anyone?
I didn't say that.
Ha! Then you admit you're a murderer!
If you must know, I killed a man once. I just don't run about the countryside making a habit of it. Does that satisfy you? Now, look, if you don't at least pretend to like those beans, you're gonna break Little John's heart.
Oh, all right.
It's not so bad, is it?
It's perfectly horrid.
Yeah, Robin! Woo! Good job.
What are they doing? Why are they staring at me?
They've never seen a lady eat. All right, man, come on, back to work. Don't gape. I have a little trip to make before I rest my head tonight.
You're not leaving me here alone, are you?
I'll leave Friar Tuck to watch over you. And one or two more to watch over him. You'll be quite safe.
You'll really be taking me home tomorrow.
Get a good night's rest. You'll need it. There's more in the pot. Courage.
Within the forest dark and deep, among the gnarled and twisted woods, among the fallen cherry trees, the lady sits alone and bruised. I wish you were in the wildwood deep. I wish you were in the sea. I wish you were in the bottom of hell.
Jenny. I seen the men with axes. They be cutting down the whole forest soon. Where I was born, there was a lovely forest once. Now it's all bogs and stump holes. You'd think it can't go away until it's gone, and then what's to replace it? The whole kingdom's fall apart, with good King Richard Lionheart held ransom off in Austria. They say he must be dead. I don't believe it. Cootie, move your feet. I be clean there, and we got to close. You're welcome. Poor Cootie. Ever since I took his land away, he ain't been worth his own spit. Sometimes it makes me so mad I want to punch Prince John in the face. Listen. Do you hear that noise? What kind of noise?
'Tis some cold, dead thing in the night.
I don't want to talk about no thing.
Cold, dead, slimy thing in the woods.
You stop it now, crazy Betty. It's true, Jenny. I seen it once. Stayed too late at Grandma Granny's, come home through the woods, and heard it behind me. They say I don't want to hear what they say. I just last week got rid of me fear what's under the bed. They say the thing is death, waits in the woods. In winter time, he lures you to the forest on some common errand, and then he takes you. Stop it out when you're scaring me.
Are you two paid to work or paid to jabber?
We're seldom paid at all.
You're paid more than you're worth.
Do you hear it then? I did. A sort of piping noise from the woods.
Bad thing coming this way. I turned up the death card.
Oh, anything to keep from working. You two being about as much good to me as a violin to a pig. I've half a... Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Getting closer, slathering through the woods to us. 'Twill be knocking on the door soon.
I don't hear nothing exactly, but I'll think I'll bar the door. Just to reassure you women.
Ah! Don't answer it!
Think I'm afraid of a knock on my own door?
Go to the door, the blind man said, and let death in.
Jenny, you open it.
Adam, you great coward, shame on you.
You're so brave, you open it.
All right, I will. Come in! Is there something you be wanting, sir?
Is there something I be wanting? Yes, there is. Where is the one they call Robin Hood?
He's not here.
I can see that he's not here. Where can I find him?
Who be asking for Robin Hood, if I may inquire?
One who has private business with him.
We don't know.
I think you will tell me. And now!
He may be heading up to North Barnstaple.
Adam!
He may be, I say, and maybe not.
Just what is your business with him, sir?
I would not be too anxious to pry into why and wherefore, my dear. There are things that you think you may want to know, which you in fact perhaps do not. Treasure your ignorance. It is all you've got to keep. I thank you for your kindness and hope to see you soon again. I'm drawn especially to the young. They have such tender flesh. Good night, my friends.
Good night! You shouldn't have told him where Robin was.
He's hardly one monk. I hardly think he's any harm.
Then why are you shaking like that?
Can you smell the death? There was death in this place.
I'm sorry, Jay, for putting all the work in you, but I must go find Robin and warn him.
I'd not go out tonight.
I don't like that thing, whatever it is, and I must go tell her. Ah!
Thing! Oh, Jenny Brown, do you need to kill me with a broom?
It's Little John. Never was I so glad to see such an ugly man.
Nice to see you. What's the matter with you folk? Seen a ghostie?
I think we have.
Here, what's all this screaming?
Robin!
I've missed you. Looking lovely.
There was a dark monk from the woods, Robin, and he asked for you. And yonder great idiot told him you were going up north tomorrow.
It's all right, you did no harm.
He said he had private business with you.
Then by and by you shall find me.
Do you think it's the creatures in the stories that comes to you when you're about to die?
No, most likely just a poor monk in need of money.
No, Robin. I smelled a darker purpose there, and you frightened us. You best stay home tomorrow.
I have folk expecting me tomorrow. And now I've promised someone I'd take her home.
not my time to die, is it, Betty?
Old Betty read the cards for ye when you was a boy, and they said you'd either die a young man or live forever.
And as the latter seems unlikely, I've always presumed the former. If one's to believe you, Betty.
I did predict your father's death, and other things.
That you did, but it's not a thing I choose to worry over. Now, don't look all so glum. Ellen, your liver Allen's in the back, cursing the proletariat. Davy's there too, Jenny. Go and see them now. But don't get too close. They smell like a fish market. Go on.
I'm sorry, Robin, about the monk. Truth is, I'm a coward.
Then you and I are brothers. For I've been a coward all my life. I'll tell no one if you won't. Fair enough.
Thank you. I better go counting fish.
Don't look at me like that. I see no harm in a monk. I won't change my plans with him.
When a man's time to die has come, a pipe sounds in the wild wood.
Well, I hope it isn't mine. I have much to do yet. Now we'd best to get back. I don't want to leave that girl alone with Friar Tuck too long.
Will Stillby's there to mind her. Do I detect that Robin likes the lady somewhat?
Too rich for me and got too much to learn. So do we all. So do we all. That's true. Come on, man.
Someone's just here. Just a dead man and his friends. That's all it was.
I met a dead man in the wood. I met the devil on the hill. I met my true love cold and white. Upon her lips it was so chill.
Oh, Friar Tuck, you're a wicked fellow. A wicked fellow indeed. You make me blush inside.
Wicked? Be I wicked? Eftsoons, madame. Alack! I do what I do for the greater glory of God, as an example and warning to others.
An example to others. I came to you believing I was about to be murdered by cutthroat robbers to confess my sins like a good woman. And in one night with you, I have committed sins I've never even suspected to exist.
I am but teaching you, madame, the 17 deadly sins and how evil they be. We have simply moved through them, one by one. It is all a part of your religious education.
Well, Friar, you're a wonderful teacher, and I've certainly learned a great deal.
But Friar, you do know, this night of drinking and eating beans has filled my poor stomach with the most noxious and discomfortable of gases I have yet experienced. I feel and am all impregnated with gaseosity.
That is because I have yet one more lesson to teach thee, and this
is the most pleasurable of all.
Oh my, and what might that be?
Be a good student, Lady Quigley, and I shall now teach thee how to fart.
To fart?
One thing a holy person like myself does learn in the course of his studies is that there is no greater pleasure in the world than a good, strong farting in the morning.
But sir, isn't such a thing a lady doeth?
Of course, madame. All the great women of history have been prodigious farters.
Oh, really?
Helen of Troy, says Homer, did lay a fart so loud, a part of the walls of the city did crumble, allowing the Greeks to enter. And Cleopatra was well known by Plutarch and others to have propelled her barge along the Nile by the judicious application of a well-timed, well-placed fart or two.
Oh, friar! Oh, friar!
And Sappho, the great poetess, once said, I do declare there is some art in making you the perfect fart. It is no easy matter, mum, to push this air out from my bum in such a way that I may pass enchanting music through my ass.
Where on earth have you been? Right here. Dost thou think to abandon me? No, not at all. You can always join us. Thou spent the whole night toing and froing in the forest with this person? Certainly not. A part of the time I spent toing and froing with some of the others. Where is my gown? I left it on the rocks while I was bathing in the brook. And when I returned, there was a smelly old quilt left in its place. Clearly your gown hath been abducted. By whom? And for what purpose? Am I to be ravished after all? I don't know. Maybe the merry men like to dress up in them. Maybe that's what makes them so merry. You are intoxicated, and I am ashamed for you. Well, you talk awful high and mighty for a lady wearing an old barn quilt. I'd rather be a crazy young drunken wench than a prissy little ice cube maiden with her nose all up in the air like a pig's snout. I can't believe you are speaking to me in this way. What has this man done to you? Not half as much as I'd like him to. Stop it! Stop it! You promised to be quiet. Where is my gown?
Here it is.
That is not my gown. That looks like something you'd wipe a privy with.
That was last week. Now it's for you.
I will not let that foul thing touch my body.
Well, I can't be dragging you around the countryside in what you usually wear. It might tend to draw some attention. Us just like simple outlaws, and you like the queen of clubs?
I won't wear it.
Then you'll go naked.
Ooh. I certainly will not go naked.
How many votes she wears the dress?
Oh!
How many votes she goes naked?
Yeah!
I'm afraid the naked savage.
Your opinion is duly noted.
He was just being democratic.
I want my gown back, and I want it now.
You can't have it.
It's certainly going to draw some attention to us if I go naked, won't it?
Yes, but it might be worth the risk.
Ooh.
In any case, your gown's been cut up into squares.
Oh, no.
I'm afraid so.
I'm going to enjoy it when they draw and quarter you.
Look, either you wear this, or you go on the suit you were born in, or you don't go at all. I haven't the time to argue with you. Now, do you want to see Daddy or not?
You'll regret this. Mark my words, you will regret it!
I have no doubt.
That is the way, Robin. Take a firm hand.
And you too. Get cleaned up. I won't have any drunks in my camp.
I was just giving Lady Quigley her catechism.
your brother's wife, the wilderness to enter life. What will you leave to the woods so grand? I'll make it into a desert land.
Will you stop gawking over my shoulder? Your fruit drippeth upon my neck.
Building another great stupid castle, are you?
This is the plan for the tennis court in Sherwood Forest.
Ain't it hard to play tennis with all them trees in the way?
We're going to cut down the trees. There's a wood shortage in the Low Countries. We'll make a killing.
But what's a forest without trees?
A tennis court.
You don't need to cut down a whole bloody forest just to build a tennis court.
No, there'll be a golfing course, a sword and spear manufactory, several slaughterhouses, a debtor's prison.
Won't that stink up the tennis?
It's an immense forest, Bronwyn. I'm sure there'll be room for everything.
Except the trees and the squirrels.
We can't stop the forward movement of Western civilization for a few squirrels.
I would. I like squirrels. Used to have a pet squirrel myself. Sucked me and everything. Alfred, his name was. Probably got relatives there.
There will always be squirrels as long as there are nuts.
Won't be no nuts if there ain't no trees.
Squirrels find nuts.
Well, I don't like it.
I don't care.
And we don't need no debtor's prison. You shouldn't put folk in jail just for being poor.
The poor like jail. Look how many of them you've gotten there already. How many rich people do you see in jail? Now be quiet and let me work.
You gonna marry this maid Marian if they get her back?
Good God, no. Whatever gave you that idea?
It ain't right to lure innocent women thinking they're gonna marry you.
You're hardly qualified to speak about innocence.
I was innocent once. I must have been.
Just be quiet, or you'll find yourself back in Wales, slopping the pigs.
I wouldn't half mind.
The hell is that?
It's the new jester, sire, Groth the Magnificent.
Fruity!
Oh, well, at least you found a younger one.
Yash pretty, Bayuka!
Pardon?
Weak nudie, Durdersky!
What did he say?
I don't know, sire. I don't speak his language.
Is this Welsh?
I hope not.
Doesn't this man speak English?
Not yet.
Not yet. What am I supposed to do? Teach him?
We thought you'd pick it up as you went along.
Here I am, at the head of the greatest kingdom in all of Christendom, while my brother rots in Austria and my mother's mind disintegrates, and I can't get a jester under the age of 97 who speaks a language I can understand?
Durdersky, you're Fruity!
What about Maid Mary? Have you found her yet?
Not exactly.
What do you mean, not exactly? You've either found her or you haven't.
Well, we found part of her, sire. I mean, we found her shoe.
Okay, now where did you find her shoe? Not on her foot, I hope.
In the forest, sire. Right where the outlaws surprised us.
Okay, now how does that help us?
It tells us, sire, to look for a woman with one bare foot.
Where did we get this person anyway? Can we get rid of him? He's starting to get on my nerves.
We tried to do that earlier, sire, but he just keeps coming back. We thought we might as well show them to you, on the off chance you might like that sort of thing.
I find it hard to believe that there's any person, however stupid, who likes that sort of thing.
He's having a boy fit.
Maybe we could get him a translator?
I don't want to know what he's saying. It can't be anything good.
Would you like to have him killed?
Surprised somebody hasn't done that already. His mother say. All right, Grok, that's enough. You can go. You're dismissed. Please leave. Will you shut up?
Will you shut up?
Shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up!
Shut up! Buckle, buckle. That wasn't very nice.
Listen to me, Sheriff. I want Maid Marian, and I want her now. And I want the reward on Robin Hood's hood.
Robin Hood's head?
I want it doubled. No, tripled, quadruple it. And I want that forest cleared of outlaws so we can start mowing down the trees. And I want to see that outlaw's vital organs floating in my soup tureen. If it's not his, it's gonna be yours. Have you got that, Sheriff?
I've got it.
Don't forget it.
Oh, poor baby, are you all right?
You sure do go through a lot of these.
My father, he had an acre of land down by the ocean sea. He sowed it with bones and watered with blood, all unbeknownst to me, all unbeknownst to me.
Liar, you said you'd bring me home. You brought me to a pigsty. It's on your father's estate, and you would civil. There's people who live here. No one would live here. And it's just as well. I couldn't bear for anyone to see me wearing this. You're lovely. Now control yourselves. I'll host it. Robin! Hello, buddy. I put on the best dress when I heard you were coming. But I see she's got a nicer one. Gwenny, this is my friend Mary. Pleasure to meet you, miss. Sir Stephen's daughter is also called Mary. Is she? And have you ever seen Sir Stephen's daughter? Only from afar. The master never lets her out where the pigs are. But I climbed a tree once and I saw her riding her white horse with her long dress and her long hair trailing behind her. So far away. I dream about it sometimes. My friend Mary here wants to know how you like living in Sir Stephen's land. I don't know. Never lived no place else. Just here with pigs. It's all right, I guess. Do you get enough to eat? Only when you come by. We grow lots of food, but some goes to rent for Sir Stephen and taxes and John. And we got to save some for the pigs. Everybody pays taxes. Does your father pay taxes? No, I've never actually seen him pay taxes.
that had to clean his back. Mess it was. Baby better off in heaven. Little fingers and toes. Little sad eyes.
Maybe Sir Stephen's daughter can help you.
Oh, she ain't got time for us. Not that I'm criticizing. I wish I was her. Now, you have to excuse me. I gotta go shoe the horses and feed Granny.
You shoe the horses?
Ain't no young men to do it. They all been took into the army, sent to the low country or someplace. My brother Jack, I hadn't heard from him since I was 7. You can't write? I can't read. It's all right, I guess. Eat with us, Robin. Games tonight, special for you. Come on, Granny. Get a move on it. Don't drool on the nice lady.
Well, why not the counts into squares? Why not just stick the counts whole?
You're finding your father saw his peasants were in your gowns to stop the pigs, wouldn't it?
Well, why not sell the counts and give them the money?
They don't want our charity. They give us some of the clothes they make, we sell them and split the profit for parties.
My father really knew his tenants were living like this.
He knows. He doesn't care.
My father is a good man, and I won't have insulting him!
I'm not insulting anyone. I'm simply stating a fact. To you, he's been a good, kind, well-known hero. Of that, I have no doubt. But to these people, he's something quite different. It depends a great deal on where you're looking at from, and how full your stomach is.
Just had whiskers. You know, what you learn?
Flint, can you tell my friend here the story of how you lost your legs?
Oh, yes, that's a good one, miss. I was drafted by His Majesty's wars, fought in the great Netherlands swamps. Both legs were shot to hell. Robin found me begging in London and brought me back home. You know, miss, you look a bit like his little girl. Of course, I haven't seen her in a long time.
You're Flint! That used to dance with the milkmaids!
Yes, many come to see me dance. My dancing days have degenerated somewhat since.
Flint, does Sir Stephen know of your troubles?
Oh, yes, he knows. Wheeled me some up the road when I got back. Didn't do much good.
Perhaps he didn't recognize you.
Oh, no, he recognized me for when he saw me. He said, "Flint, get out of the road!" It hurts my legs.
That's horrible.
Oh, I don't know. 'Twas his road. Excuse me, miss. I got a singing and drinking contest with Friar Tuck. Good times always come when Robin's around. Sure to put me in mind of Sir Stephen's girl. He used to sit in my lap when I had a lap.
Come on, Flint, you old devil. I've already drank you one to the table, but you ain't even started yet. Stop bothering Robin. Can't you see the man's in love?
All right, you great big slobbery whale. I'm coming.
Look, if you let me go, I'll tell my father about this, and I know he'll do something.
No, he won't.
Will you at least let me go and try? He'll pay your debts if that's what you want.
Father's house is over that way.
I know where it is.
You're really going to release me? I said I would.
What about Lady Quickly?
She can go anytime she pleases. Though I suspect it's not going to be easy getting rid of her.
All right. What's your ransom price?
I don't believe in hostages. That's the sort of thing Prince John would do. We don't do that here.
Why not? It would seem a perfectly practical strategy to me.
Yes, but that's how your side thinks. But I'm not on your side. The worst thing you people do is force us to be as stupid and as violent as you are in order to fight you. I prefer not to turn to my enemies. It's all the same to you. Go on. Do what good you can. I think we're disappointed.
We'll see about that.
What's the matter? Need an escort? Little John!
I'm perfectly safe on my father's land. It's Little John who'd be in danger.
Suit yourself.
I want to let you know that it's all right about the gowns, cutting them up, and to thank you for letting me go, and for being relatively decent to me. It's idiotic, I know, to be thanking you for such a thing, but I am.
You're right. It is idiotic.
You wanted me, Robin?
Follow Maid Mary and make sure she gets home. But mind she's in city.
All right, I'll make myself small. You let her go, did you?
Of course I did. What'd you expect me to do?
Oh, you did right. We ain't got no business with the rich, except to get back what they steal. Don't go feeling sorry for one of them now. They got the luxury to do that for themselves. Come on, Robin. There's plenty of pretty women around. You've got to be cheerful for the poor folks. I'm fine.
I cannot see her westward, I cannot see her south, I cannot touch my true love now, I cannot kiss her mouth, and lonely is the grassy glen, and lonely is the sea, and lonely is the wildwood deep when she is gone from me, when she